Hi, this is a story called Temper Temper. As I approach stories containing details of the weaker side to my character, I feel perhaps a bit like an alcoholic attending his first Alcoholics Anonymous meeting. So let me clear my throat as I stand up to address anybody who's listening and utter these words. My name is Michael. I had a worse temper than John McEnroe. There, that wasn't too painful now, was it? At the Frenton Senior Grass Court Open Tournament in 1972, this trait was to reach an all-time low. I lost my first round singles match 6-1, 7-5 to an opponent who shook hands with me at the end and said to me, Come, old chap. You're a far better player than I am. There's really no need for this sort of behaviour. So if I was indeed the better player, how did I manage to lose the match? Oh, that was easy, believe you me. I was going ballistic on that court practically from the first point to the last. Never at my opponent, but purely at my own mistakes, and there were to be many of those. I know now why I was so uptight, but I didn't realise it at the time. A former Wimbledon champion called Jaroslav Drobny from Czechoslovakia had won the men's singles in 1954, ironically the year I was born, and now aged 49, he was making a one-off comeback in this seaside tournament, and the winner of our first round match was due to play against him in the second round. This would have been a match tailor-made for me and one that I would have truly relished. I wouldn't have won, but would almost certainly have won games against the great Czech player. He would have had more than a few heavily sliced drop shots to run for, and every point I won would have been gained applause from a small crowd that would have been sentimental to him, but also giving encouragement to the underdog. I blew this opportunity big time, however, as I spent the whole of the first round match thinking of all these possibilities rather than simply playing 1 point at a time in the match I was in. This was a big regret for me for sure, but also a good lesson for me and one that was to have an influence on my coaching career to come. The match was less than 2 games in and I'd already whacked 2 tennis balls over the fence in temper, with another one to follow once the match point was lost. My opponent was a decent player and a decent man too. The compassion he showed and the encouragement he gave to me at the end was more than I ever deserved from him. We always had to return the scorebook and the tennis balls to the referee's tent after the match, who would then express his displeasure if even one single tennis ball was missing. My opponent did the explaining, and his kindness and indeed his much needed sense of humour has never been forgotten by me. Was there worse to come from me though? Well, put it this way, as the Canadian rock band Bachman Turner Overdrive once said in their smash hit from 1974, you ain't seen nothing yet.